There are users on your app right now who can't complete a single task because they use a screen reader, or they can't use a mouse, or the text contrast is too low to read. Most teams have never tested for any of this. Today, Claude helps you fix that in one prompt. Subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the series. Got a page you want audited? Drop it in the comments. Here's what we're covering. First, what accessibility testing actually is and why it matters, both ethically and legally. Then how to paste a feature description into Claude and get a full accessibility audit back, with each issue mapped to the WCAG criterion it violates. We'll also generate a structured checklist for any feature you're testing. Then we'll look at how to write accessibility bug reports that actually get prioritized, because a report that cites the legal risk gets fixed in the current sprint. And finally, the two areas most testers have never touched: keyboard navigation and screen reader compatibility. WCAG stands for Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, the international standard that defines what an accessible app looks like. It's built on 4 principles, known as POWER. Perceivable. Can every user see or hear the content? Images need alt text. Videos need captions. You can't use color alone to convey meaning. Operable. Can every user navigate and interact using only a keyboard? No mouse required at any step. Understandable. Is the content clear and predictable? Error messages must say what went wrong, not just turn a field red. And robust. Does it work with all assistive technologies, including screen readers? And here's the important part. In the UK, US, EU, and many other regions, failing WCAG 2.1 level AA is not just bad practice, it's a legal violation. Companies have faced lawsuits and fines over exactly this. Claude knows all 4 principles and maps every issue it finds to the specific criterion being violated. Here's the prompt. Role: Senior QA Tester, specializing in accessibility testing and WCAG 2.1 compliance. Context: we described the ShopMate checkout page, a form with 6 fields, a discount code input, radio buttons for payment method, a place order button, and a price summary. Task: review this page for accessibility issues against WCAG 2.1 level AA. Format: for each issue, give the WCAG criterion, who is affected, how to test it, and a priority level. Look at what comes back. Critical: radio buttons for payment method have no accessible label. Screen readers will announce unlabeled with no context. Critical: the place order button must be fully reachable by keyboard. High: form errors must be announced to screen readers, not just shown visually. Medium: the price summary text may fail the minimum 4.5:1 contrast ratio. 4 issues, specific WCAG references for everyone. Now let's look at the 2 areas most testers have genuinely never tested. Keyboard navigation: put your mouse down and use only Tab, Enter, Escape, and Space to complete the checkout. Tab should move focus in a logical order through every field. Enter should submit the form when focused on the button. Escape should close any modal and return focus to where it was. Space should toggle checkboxes and radio buttons. If any of these fail, a keyboard-only user, which includes many people with motor disabilities, cannot complete the checkout. Screen reader testing is the other one. Every form field must be announced with its label when focused. Error messages must be announced automatically when they appear, not just shown visually. And the place order button must be announced as place order button, not just button or clickable element. Claude generates all of these scenarios as explicit test cases with pass and fail criteria already written. Here's why the bug report format matters so much for accessibility. A developer who receives a ticket saying, "Screen reader doesn't work on checkout," has no idea what to fix, how serious it is, or whether it's even their responsibility. They'll push it to the backlog. Now look at Claude's version. Title that explains exactly what is broken and what the symptom is. WCAG Criterion 1.3.1 clearly cited. Who is affected? Blind and visually impaired users, 2.2 billion people globally. Steps to reproduce with a specific screen reader tool named. Actual result described precisely. How to fix it. Add area label or wrap in a field set with a legend. And a severity rating that includes the words legal liability. That ticket gets fixed this sprint. The difference between these 2 reports, is whether the bug gets actioned or ignored. Let's wrap up. This is video 2 of 5 in Module 3. Today you learn WCAG and the 4 power principles that underpin every accessibility requirement. You saw how Claude audits a feature and maps every issue to a specific WCAG criterion. You have keyboard and screen reader test scenarios you can run yourself right now, no special tools required. And you have a bug report template that gets accessibility issues taken seriously. In video 13, we move to security testing, how to use Claude to identify common vulnerabilities, generate security test cases, and start thinking like an attacker. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you have a page you want to audit for accessibility right now, paste the feature description in the comments. I'll run it through the prompt and share what Claude finds.